Hey, Rage Fight fans, this is Kimber Schaefer with Rage in the Cage OKC News, and it is about that time. Rage in the Cage 72 is coming your way Saturday, February 29th at the Oklahoma City Farmers Public Market, and apparently this is my first time that I get to interview Shadoe Himle, although you are no stranger to Rage in the Cage. And so, I'm really excited about this interview. Hopefully you are as well. So I want to start with the big picture here, and since it's our first interview, it's the basic question: what brought you in the cage in the first place?
Really, it all started back in the day. My dad was really like a fighter and stuff, and he passed away this last year, and it really just kind of brought us together, me fighting and stuff, so really just kind of doing it for him.
Well, and you've since lost your father, is that correct? Is that hard for you to still get in the cage? Or?
It's a little rough, but you just got to kind of do the positives and just know that I'm fighting for him.
Speaking of positives, 4-0 as an amateur, 1-0 as a pro, and usually at this point I'm asking a fighter, what's your highs and lows when you've had a career like you have, and you don't really have a whole lot of lows, so walk me through your career and some of those higher points.
They've all been pretty great, but the highest point was like when I joined with Endurance with John Morton and them. There's like a family, so it makes training a lot easier. But like lows would be I had my amateur title fight. It was just I didn't train right, and I was like out of shape, so the fight was just really just blah.
You won.
Yeah,
but
I won,
wasn't so proud of that.
Yeah, it wasn't pretty.
Well, got the job done. So you've been off for a year. Your last fight, your pro debut actually, was January of last year, 2019. So why the break? Anything serious? Or?
Nothing really. It's just had to take a little bit of break for like family stuff and work. And then I lost my dad and my grandma like in the same year. So I was kind of taking a break and getting back at it now. So.
Sounds good. Well, family first. All right, and let's talk future. What do you see yourself doing like even a year from now?
Everyone always says like they want to make it to the top or whatever, but I want to make it, and I just want to keep on pushing, keep on going forward. All
right. Any specific game plan on this fight? Do you know your opponent, Ronzo? Obviously, he's fought for Rage in the Cage, so you've probably seen some footage of him.
Yeah, actually, when I first started, I trained at R1, and he trained at R1 as well, so we have a little bit of, relationship, so there's no bad blood or anything like that.
And that's the best fights. I am telling you, whenever you go in with a friendship and a relationship and you can kind of put that aside for just the cage time and then afterwards go have a beer, that's what the sport I feel like is all about. All the bad words and stuff I see on Facebook is kind of annoying sometimes.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Well, hey, I'm not going to keep you in the spotlight too long. We're going to wrap it up. For any sponsors or shout-outs?
Yeah, I'd like to shout out Endurance for sure. John Morton and Blake Morton, they're always helping me out. And Vandal Athletic Gear, they're one of my sponsors, and they always treat me right.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Shadoe. We appreciate it. Hey, fight fans, do not miss it. Right now, we have 5 pro fights scheduled for Rage in the Cage 72. It's going down Saturday, February 29th at the Oklahoma City Farmers Public Market. And I know Shadoe has just picked up his ticket, so these are hot off the presses, so to speak. So get your tickets from Shadoe, any other fighter on the card, or, of course, online at subwire.com. We will see you then.